When I was in graduate school at Columbia at SIPA, in the Masters in International Affairs program, a lot of the advice I had gotten from older students was that the International Fellows program was something that was definitely worth doing, and particularly as a capstone experience before I graduated. I'd say one of the strongest memories I have from being part of the International Fellows program was the real group dynamic of being part of the seminar led by Professor Sostanovich. I really got to know a lot of my colleagues at SIPA way better than I had in just the kind of regular classes that I would be in. And what was also particularly great about it is that those relationships, some of them are ones that I've carried through to this day. At the end of the International Fellows Program seminar, there is a major trip that happens where we all go to Washington, D.C. And it was one of the best experiences I had in my entire experience at Columbia. And we come down for a few days, and it's the people in the seminar, and we basically have meetings set up for key officials, both in the executive branch at the Defense Department, with people who are part of the National Security Council, at the State Department, and then we also met with people who are in Congress. And with everything that we had learned in the seminar, this trip was the real event that made it actually real. That I understood what life in Washington would be like, that you got to really see who some of these personalities were, and sometimes it was really a little bit jarring and shocking to kind of see the personalities behind major decision making that was happening. And again, Professor Sostanovich has unparalleled contacts, and so he really made sure that we had meaningful meetings with the right people. For anybody who's thinking about whether to participate in this program, I would, in an unqualified way, urge you to do so. It was one of truly the most formative experiences of my graduate experience at Columbia. It made real for me the kind of life and career that I thought that I was looking for. It gave me tools that I needed to understand the policy world, which is not academia, and it's certainly not the private sector. It's this kind of thing in between, and it can sometimes be really hard to interpret. And then beyond that, it was just great to finally meet a cohort of peers as well that I felt like I could really connect to, that we had similar worldviews, at least about things that we wanted to do in our careers, and that they were just as committed to trying to do that. So I would say that it's one of the best things you can do to really sharpen your experience at Columbia and make sure you're reaching your goals for after you graduate.